Yes, it's Royal, which I love. I mean, I just love all the little additions that they made. Not actually little, really, because they add quite a bit. It definitely feels like a more complete version of the game, which was already great to begin with, but I think they definitely went all out. Makoto is still best girl in my opinion, but the new waifu's pretty awesome as well. Hey Euro! Yeah, it was my birthday the other day, yesterday, and I just got a new microphone, so I figured I'd test it out and maybe play some games and we could talk pornography. Yeah, no, I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's definitely worth a purchase. I mean, obviously, if you want to get it down the road, that's cool too. But it is definitely worth another playthrough. It's much better than the other version, which was, again, was already great to begin with. But it's really great. So. But yeah, like I asked you in the other chat, I can play this or I can play Final Fantasy VII. So it's up to you, Patrick. Because I'm just kind of doing it for the fun. So. I figured we could, I could play a game. We could talk pornography. All right, sounds good. I'll start a new game. Lose out on my social stats, but oh well, I'll live. If I had one complaint, you still can't romance a catchy, so. I like if you say, "Oh, I disagree." He just tells you to fuck off. Like, "Oh, then you can't play the game." Like they throw you, "But thou must" right out of the gate. It's great. Oh, I'd like to see which Fallout, Euro? Because I'm a huge Fallout 3 fan. It was one of my favorite games back in the day. It's really the only one I ever played, though. So. Okay. Yeah, I played a little bit of 4. It was my brother's copy, so it seemed fun. So I'd like to check that out. Got me main tuned with him. So, might as well bring up some Lorne, because, you know, To Catch a Predator is great. Actually, I want to ask you, who is everybody's favorite Predator, and why? Oh, I love it. Akechi, they actually show him in the sequence. Oh, that's horrible. I can't go that way. I'm gonna get arrested if I go that way. Yeah, that was great though. His was great. Yeah, that'll make things a little easier. Saw 2? Saw 2 is, yes. Yeah, I like Lauren and JPW myself. Dustin's cool. Oh, wait a minute, Euro. Well, to be fair, I think we can all relate to Dan Allen. We have friends who we've never met. John France. I only know about John France because of Candid Fellows phone calls. So, which were pretty funny. I like the James Klein phone calls though. The best. Chinese food. Yeah, we'll get in trouble, but Joker will go to jail. He'll go to jail, he'll be a phantom thief for the rest of his life. I love Morgana. Yeah, well, thing is, because Klein's interview is really boring. He just said, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. But his phone call is brilliant. Because he's actually quite a decent conversationalist. I mean, he keeps you engaged. Just the way he speaks. I mean, I'd say for phone calls, it's between him and Roush for the best phone calls. Because Roush, she's just, I'm coming out to fuck you. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, the part in the interview where Joker mentions I might be fucking your sister, and Sai's like, what? And never mind. Never mind. Yeah, no, I'd say the only person I would choose over Makoto would be Akechi, and that's just not an option, unfortunately. So. Even though Akechi's a sick son of a bitch. It's a question! What's wrong with asking questions? Yeah, Sokol's my favorite of the Hansen vs. Predator. Sokol and Cologne. Because Cologne, he brought dinner for himself. Now, you know, it's bad enough he was going to molest a child, but he wasn't even going to bring her dinner. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. New girl. And I like her. She's pretty great. Pappy. I don't want to say anymore. Yeah, Chris is brutal though in that because he didn't even let him go to the bathroom. That's fucked up. Oh, of Kasumi? Yeah, I can imagine. I quite like Kasumi. She kind of does give Makoto a run. I mean, I still went with Makoto, but yeah, she's great. Well, this is just the prologue. Unfortunately, she doesn't come in till near the end of the game, but she's just here. She is here for this section of the game, but
一緒に戦うの久しぶりですね。今度は私が先輩を助ける番です。さあ、勝ちましょう。ペルソナいただいていく。
nice. Yeah, it's pretty great. And when this first came up, I was like, "Whoa, the new character!" Yeah, he was the hungry guy. They're like, "You eat the food, dude." And it's kind of funny too, because Arsene in the prologue, he doesn't have that many skills. Now the way I like to play this game is I like to keep Arsene on as my main persona. I'll switch every once in a while for the weaknesses, for the enemy weaknesses, but I keep him on as my main, so he just keeps leveling up, and then I teach him skills through skill cards and such. So like he'll be much stronger by the time I actually get here in the game. Because I like Arsene. Yeah, but I like this part of the game. This is one of my favorite palaces. I'd say it's between this and Futaba. I really love Futaba's palace. That theme. What about you, Patrick? Or Euro, have you played Persona 5? Oh, who would you choose as the 3 starters, Euro? Let's say you gotta have Lorne as an option for starter. I'd go for Lorne, JPW, and Dustin McFetridge myself. Yeah, it's great, Euro. I wouldn't even bother with the vanilla version. Just go for Persona 5 Royal. Yeah, Patrick. I don't know. Futaba. I think I like Futaba's just a little bit more. Just that palace theme for me, it's incredible. Yeah, Jeff Stacy. Yeah, but he would have a self-destruct move. Where he pulls out a pen and just kills himself. And that'd be his only skill. That would be your Pokemon's. That would be his only skill, so he'd be the worst starter. I really am just gonna kill him. I really am just gonna shoot myself in the fucking head. Just Stacy. Or Palumbo would be a good starter. My excuse to come to this lab is I was gonna be a starter. Oh, that's not right. Ah, one of the best. He's 46-year-old Anthony Palumbo, Andy's brought a gift. Just that opening line just lets you know how awesome his whole segment is. So I kind of like to play Joker like a badass, like a horny badass. That's kind of my way to play Joker. Yeah, and it was dark, and I'm not too much of a driver at nighttime. And I'm not that great, you know, I'm a bitch, so I'm gonna play on normal mode. Oh, hey TCAP recipes. You can smell my breath. Not at all. You can put that beer in the fridge anytime. Oh, fuck off, dude. Oh, thanks. No, I don't think so. I'm not Mike V, but I just have fun. Mike V is great. I wish he would do more videos, though. Life, man, you know. But I appreciate the compliment, buddy. So, any suggestions for the names? I'll just chill out here for a second and we can come up with a name. Because I went with the sort of the anime name. I liked that. So, Ren Amamiya. But I don't think I could fit Lauren Armstrong. Or I'd go with Lauren Armstrong. God! Yeah. You need one more for Armstrong. But, anybody? I already know what to name the Phantom Thieves. I always go with Pink Floyd myself. So I'm a Pink Floyd fan. But, John Pedersen. Can we fit Pedersen? Oh, oops. John Pedersen. I'll admit, I like John Pedersen. Not John. John Pedersen better than Scott. I don't really care for Scott. He's a bit of a dick. Oh, God damn it. Oh, yeah, actually, he has an O. Oh. Alright, John Pedersen. The elusive John Pedersen. Oh, Dan Allen. I'm sorry, Euro. Oh, man. That would have been good, too. I'm sorry, Euro. I don't know. I like John Pedersen, though. Because he exists. And this proves it. Yeah, I'll play another game sometime and I'll fit Dan Allen in. A young man on the phone. Yeah, there's a lot of young men in his story, isn't there? Yeah, Jean-Pierre, I wish we could fit Jean-Pierre Weary, because then I would just go, I mean, I guess you could fit, I guess you could, but, I don't know. I'd have to fit in all of his little names, too. Jean-Pierre, Michael, Wiltsey, Damian Weary, you know. Jean-Pierre Weary is definitely my favorite character. Yeah, my favorite character. My favorite, because TCAP is a show, and they're all characters. So, it's definitely between he and Lauren. His story is so great. He's just one of those few predators who, in my opinion, kind of wins over Chris Hansen. I mean, he gets fucked in the long run with the jail time, but you know, tells Chris Hansen, go fuck yourself. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
もう一度今度は私の質問に答えてもらうわ。あの連中聞こえてる？いろいろあったようね。きっとここでは何でも起きるわ。私じゃ止められない。だから正直に答えて。それに私も時間がないの。目的は何だったの？なぜこんな大事件を引き起こしたの？私は最初からいたずらだとは思ってなかったわ。でも立件には持ち込めなかった。
And is everybody good with the Japanese? Because I prefer the Japanese, but the English for this game isn't bad either, so I could always switch it off. I think about a long time ago I was. Please keep it coming, Patrick. That's great. Yeah, no, I the first time I played the game, I played it in English. I like the English. It's good. I actually might change it because I like both. I just usually if they give you a choice, I'll go for Japanese. But I mean, it's all good either way. Yeah. Okay. I think about a long time ago I was. Joker's problem is that he was walking. Joker's problem was that he was walking. He should have been using that grappling hook, but he was walking. Or when Akechi joins the party and Akechi's like, you mind if I get my milk from my bag? It's like, sure thing, man. Sorry, Jima with the KBI. Okay, Euro. No, wow, the game really wanted me to save my progress. Oh, Asian Catherine Reed. I love Catherine. Although, John Dudinsky is my boy.
Thank you for using this line.
Honestly though, you play games like this and I just think to myself, you know, Lauren would have a field day with these games, you know, all the pretty young ladies, you know, although I guess a lot of them are a little too old for him, but Lauren should have played Persona 4, he would have loved Nanako. Nanako's just a young one, huh? A little cutie too, Rose. Sheriff's office, down! Get down! Hands behind your back, Joker! Hands behind your back! Yeah, Arsene's just cool, man. Kayla. You think he's trying to meet his Kayla Marie, his own little Kayla Marie? Do you, Patrick? Or maybe Bubble Bath. Another thing you might notice is they'll throw in stuff like that where they'll show a character, like a little cameo earlier than they normally would. So I kind of like that. It just there's the little stuff they add, and then there's like the big stuff they add. It definitely feels like a more complete game to me. I feel like this is what the game should have been originally, and you know, it just wasn't. Not that, again, you know, it was great. Sadie the Smarty. That's right. I'll say two. Maybe I think my favorite change to the game was oh yeah, Patrick. Can you get a weak coffee on this? Yes. No, my favorite change has to do with Akechi. He was my favorite character in the original, and he's my favorite character in this one. And he's definitely a lot more fleshed out in this version of the game, and I really appreciate that. The care they took. Folgers. I have a Keurig myself. I like my coffee strong and black, like I like my men. Let's not do that right now, Europe. Oh yeah, and there's Left Morgana saying, "You should go to bed, Joker." There's a lot less of that. So you're John, yeah, John. That's so weird too, because I was going like with a Japanese name, so it's like, oh, so you're John. Yeah, that's me. I'm the white kid. Hi, Kelpill. How are you doing, girl? Yeah. No, I love it. I got like 300 plus subscribers. I'm living the dream. It's big. Oh, thank you, Kelpill. Yeah, it was actually yesterday, but I just got this from Amazon, my headset today, so I can finally speak on my live streams. So I figured, you know, have a little fun. Have some of that chat. Yeah. Definitely. Oh no, is it okay? Is it okay, Patrick? It didn't, like, permanently break or anything, did it? Oh, that's great, Kelpill. Are you doing videos? Yeah, not at all, Euro. I mean, I'm definitely not one of those people who's, like, in it for the subs. when I make those decisions, I try to go with the one that seems like makes Joker a little less stupid. Because like some of the options he gets, it's like he's like stupid, you know. And it's like, all right. Oh, okay. That's good, Patrick. Because like I had a PlayStation 3 once and it overheated. We had to take it and completely throw it away. Not before I was able to get my copy of Final Fantasy 13 out, though. Because it was stuck in there for a little while. And I don't care what anybody says, I love Final Fantasy 13. It's one of my favorites in the series. Yeah, let's just start cleaning. Oh yeah, I think I kept. It's just I don't have as much free time as I used to, and even when I had free time, I didn't watch a lot of videos anyway. But I'll try to check them out. Kelp. Yeah, I get it. It's not perfect, but it's not as bad as people were saying. It's not a shit game. It had its problems, and I accept those problems, and I love it despite. I'd have to say 4 is my favorite, though. Yeah, Sojiro is a nice guy. Actually, I like Sojiro. Yeah, time is limited. That's why the talking cat will constantly tell you, go the fuck to sleep. Well, like I said, and in this version of the game, thankfully he does it a lot less. You can actually make use of your time. Oh, we love you, Kelp. Yeah, I'll definitely want to catch a live stream. I think that would be great, Kelp.
Yeah.
Well, make me a moderator, why don't you? I haven't had a kiss yet. Now here's a guy that needs to go to rape class. I think we found our Lauren Armstrong. So the story of this game thus far is that the elusive John Pedersen is out to destroy all the predators, right? So this guy, Lauren Armstrong, got him in trouble with the law. I mean, that's what I'm grabbing from this. No, I love you guys. My precious little princesses. Yeah, he graduated. John Pettit, that's right. I was asking for names, Pill, because you can name your character. Well, not actually. I have you ever played this game? Actually, I'm acting like I'm assuming you haven't, but you know, it's sometimes our interests intersect, which is quite nice. Because I love, like, with Patrick, he made a the announcement. He made a video about the Final Fantasy VII remake announcement, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, I'll never do this again, but I was like, oh, dude, that's great. You're like, not only are you a weirdo like me because you love TCAP, but you're also a weirdo with, you know, Final Fantasy. I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah. I love what you do, Patrick. I don't catch your streams, but I definitely appreciate the fact that, you know, you play your games and you upload a Lauren video. I mean, you got your shit together more than I do. I can't upload the audio for the videos, so you're stuck with my rambling. But you guys can ask me questions. We can talk TCAP. We can conversate, as Velez would say. Jesse Velez. He was good too. I liked him. I liked the decoy. Oh, there are Lauren. We just found Lauren's favorite characters. Lauren's nieces. Yeah, 2 nieces your age.
ようこそ私のベルベットルームへ。
気づいたようだな、囚人。現実のあなたは今は睡眠中。これは夢としての体験に過ぎません。主の御前だ。姿勢を正せ。
ようこそお初にお目にかかる。ここは夢と現実、精神と物質の狭間にある場所。何かの形で契約を結んだ者のみが訪れる部屋。私は主を務めているイゴール。
イゴール。
くれたまえ。お前を呼び出したのは他でもない。お前の命にも関わる大切な話をするためだ。
わきまえろ、囚人。誰に向かって言っている。
しかしこれは驚いた。この部屋のありようはお前自身の心のありよう。よもやローマ。
I'm sorry, Calpil, are you speaking to me or are you asking one of the gentlemen? Oh, okay. Yes, it's Pete Patrick. Sorry, I gotta make it all about me, you see. I'm kind of like Lauren in that way. I'm just gonna be a total dick to Igor too.
自由への構成、それがお前が破滅を回避する唯一の道。世界の歪みに挑む覚悟はあるかね。お前の構成の奇跡、拝見させてもらおうとしよう。
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is great. This game's great, Cal. Definitely recommend it. I love the aesthetic, you know, the characters. It's like any Persona game. It's a bit of a slow burn, obviously. There's a heavy emphasis on the story, so. Although I think there's a nice balance, but like, if it's not a game like you pick up and then just you're instantly in battle. It's like, no, you know, it's about enjoying the story, which I think is pretty great. I like this type of games anyway. And there's all these waifus. I mean, so we just saw Lauren's 2 favorite characters, the ones he would go for. Unfortunately for Lauren, they are not dateable. So, I don't know why. This game's being ageist. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, Hero.
乗り換えもめんどくせえし、今日は特別に俺の車で連れてってやるよ。行くぞ。たく、俺の車に男を乗せる座席はねえんだがな。
I love Sojiro. He's a dick, but he means well. He's a good dude. Do you have a favorite character, Patrick? Because you're the only person who's played this game aside from myself, if I'm correct.
改めて伝えておくが、問題を起こせば即退学処分だ。正直、君のような人間を受け入れるか迷ったんだが、まあ、いろいろと都合があってな。地元じゃ隠れていろいろやれたのかもしれないが、ここではおとなしくしてもらう。家を追い出されたら行く場所はないぞ。肝に銘じておけ。こちらが担任の川上先生だ。
川上貞代です。これ学生証。
Hot for a teacher. Have you ever wanted to play a game where you can bang your hot teacher? Well, this is the game for you.
それから君が問題を起こしても私は一切かばえません。
Well, I just meant in general, like overall, like a character who's your favorite. Like, for example, for me, like I said, it's Akechi. I love his whole character arc. I love his story, and especially after this version of the game, Akechi's so much more fleshed out, and I love him even more. So, but as I said, Makoto is definitely my #1 girl. But it's actually funny though, because you say Haru, because Haru would have like been my second choice. Oh, rock and roll, Euro. Yeah, good luck with quitting. I'm a male slut. Oh yeah, you could always go to harem round, huh, Patrick? Yeah, Makoto or Haru. Oh hey, Cthulhu. Yeah, we're just playing some Persona 5, having some of that TCAP chat. So please feel free, ask me any questions, TCAP related or otherwise. I'll be careful. Yeah, good luck quitting, Euro. Unlike Lauren, we actually want you to quit and we support you. Now I don't know about you, Patrick, but definitely my most hated character in this game. As far as the villains go. I dislike him more than the main villain. So I mean, I think they start you out right with really the worst. You know, and it's actually it's very appropriate for our community too, the TCAP community. Yeah, they're definitely a massive dickhead. But yeah, I think it's just very appropriate for us TCAPists. Yeah. And it's a shame too, because I forgot her name. Aunt's friend. Actually, the first time I saw her, I was like, "Ooh, she's gonna be if she's dateable, I'm going for her." This is Persona 5. This is Persona 5 Royal Cthulhu. It's a remake of the original Persona 5 on PlayStation 4, and with a lot of added stuff. It's very good. Yeah, Patrick. He's one of those weirdos. Yeah. Yeah. Can you create a Roy character? Well, I mean, you can pretty much play him. I mean, Persona tradition, the main character is kind of an open book. You can kind of play him, you know, however you want. You know, he doesn't have too much. He doesn't have too much of a personality by designed because he's supposed to. He's literally supposed to be the player, the player proxy. So you're able to just yeah.
また事故かよ。混んでんのそれのせいか。多いな最近。そういや先月。
We actually named him John Pedersen because I was taking names into consideration, and that's what we came up with. So I think what Roy would do, got to go bathroom. So take care of his brother's pets. I mean, you probably know more about Roy than I do, but I just out of the Armstrongs, he's who I would consider my favorite Armstrong. You see, he seems kind of like a bro. I don't know. Oh fuck! Yeah, like actually that reminds me. They don't let Ryuji drop the F-bomb all that much. That's unfortunate. Radio head.
運転事故というより会社と国の罪だな。現場係が線路と ATC の劣化を半年も前に報告していたそうだ。それを会社が隠蔽、国交省も恋に見逃した。
Yeah, size pretty tight, I gotta say.
隠し当選よ。大臣の身体まで行くだろう。
Mako is still number one, but
最近動機不明の不自然な事件が相次ぎ各地で市民に不安が広がっています。一体何が彼らを駆り立て豹変させるのでしょうか。
つながりがあるとでも言いたそうだな。まあいい。どうだ、久しぶりに一杯付き合わんか。
すみません、仕事で先約が。失礼します。
Oh man, rejected. I hate seeing you go. I love watching you leave. Oh, there he is. There's my boy. He's so handsome. I'm not gay or anything. Just saying. No, I'm just saying. I'm straight. I'm just saying.
遅くに子供こき使ってるわけだし。
回るやつ。
やれやれ。あんなに渋滞するとはな。ひどい目にあったぜ。今日は店どうするかな。はい、とりあえず上がれ。私特門がある。
Ah, put the pancake. Yes. Did somebody say delicious pancakes? Mmm. Which I admit, the first time I played the game, I absolutely missed it. I missed every single hint that they give you. And the way I play my Joker, he still wants to bang a catchy. I'm just saying. He's not gay though. He's not gay. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. And then Morgana brings it up all of a sudden. He's like, "Oh, you caught that too, right?" And the game just glitches out, you know, near the end, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And it's like, "Oh, that was brilliant." And now I'm mentioning spoiler territory, but oops. But this game, it had some great foreshadowing. It was pretty brilliant. I want to delete my save. Yeah, we might as well go to bed though. Yeah, I'll be a good boy for him. I want a few cans now. Oh man. I guess Sojo's just not interested. Oh, Stanley, of course. Can't believe I just thought of that. Stanley's gotta be one of my top guys. Just because of the phone calls. Joker's thirsty. Come on. Give Joker your cum. Grandson. Oh. I don't know, who in this game would be Stanley? I think what we need to do is we need to assign each villain in the game a predator. Right, so, Shido would be Lauren, right? We can agree on that. Right, we want to save Lauren, right? The big bad, of course. So, I say Shido would be Lauren. How about Kamoshida? Who do you think Kamoshida would fit as far as a predator? I mean, I guess technically he's his own predator, but you know. Let me know, Patrick. Hey, Lurch. That's wild. He would be like, he would just go in for the hug right away. He would just like stand up, right? Ann joins the party. He just goes right for her. Oh, you know, I guess I should have named our character Chris Hansen, really. Oh. Well, I was gonna give you a hug, Euro. I just don't chat. I meet. I want to know, if we meet, you will let me pleasure you? Yes, yes. All the female party members can be the different decoys as well. So I'm gonna say Makoto can be Emily, because Emily is my favorite of the decoys. So I think that's appropriate. Blonde decoy. That's fun. Oh, and I just thought, Madarame, he can be Roush. I think that, you know, he's got the old man thing going. She's like, it was a joke. With her brunette wig on. Oh shit! And she's here too. I like that. Little cameos you get for some of the
あの
characters.
さ
Yeah. Joker just runs right through people. I think it's this way. Okay. Haha! We did it. I'm trying to think though, which oh yeah, the blonde decoy from the Florida sting, right, Patrick? She was cute too. I forgot her name. She was cute. She had to deal with Hamburger. Oh, good old Hamburger, man. To be fair, Hamburger was one of the guys, one of the gentlemen of the Predators, because he at least brought something. You know? Like, I mean, look, of course it's horrible, they're all there to molest a child, but I think it's worse when you're there to molest a child, and I brought dinner for myself, sorry, because that's just rude. Yeah, I forgot her name as well. Yeah, Emily was my favorite. I thought Emily was the cutest. Green! Oh, what's his name? Fuck. To be fair, that's my favorite Chris Hansen line now, is a little late to be prowling around these parts, huh? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Rochelle was great too, Patrick. Rochelle was definitely great too. I got a surprise for you. Probably not the kind of surprise you were expecting. You were exactly the surprise I was expecting. You're exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, Park and Ride. Rochelle, she was from the Petaluma sting. Who could play Rochelle? I think we should give Rochelle to, Haru.
ありがとうございます
Well, that was nice of him. He seems like a nice dude. I don't know why we didn't take the ride. The Kayla D. No, I mean, she was 19, you know? It's all good. Yeah, no, she was. She was definitely, Casey Morrow. And, fuck anybody who says otherwise, because we get older. It happens. I think she's still attractive today. People like to, I guess, shame her because it makes them feel better about themselves. Like, oh, she looks old now. It's like, well, yeah, that's what happens when you get older. I'm 25 myself, Hero. Nah, I mean, she was 19. You know?
鴨志田知らねえとかマジで言ってっかお前囚人だよなは他にねえだろこの制服2年かダメかよいいねえ顔だな
He's gonna drive around the park, yeah.
もしかして
Oh, that's cool, Patrick. So we're a year off. Yeah, I was a year younger than Kayla. Think about that. I was a year younger than Kayla when Lauren went out to meet his precious princess. So, you know, For all Lord knows, I'm Derek. I think we're all Derek though, somewhere deep inside. We all have a little Derek inside of us. I could have been Derek. That's right, Patrick. Why, I'm Squidward. That's, yeah. Derek is Squidward. Hi, I'm Derek. He's Derek as well. We're all Derek. Aw, don't be like that, Euro. Never heard of him. I don't know. I plead the fifth. Yeah, no, you're not old. Honestly, I don't think human beings grow up to be old. I think we die way too early. But, yeah. When I think about it, you could be Lauren's age and be like Lauren. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with being Lauren's age, but when you're Lauren's age and you act like Lauren, that's when the problem occurs. Yeah. So. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I should play all the interview segments. I should just play it up like Dustin would. Can I select the just being honest section? He'd be like, I don't know what that is. And she'd be like, doubtful, and he'd be like, I'm being honest. I don't like lawyers. You don't like lawyers. Okay. Which, let's be honest, that made John's day. The minute he said that, he was like, oh, score. Ryuji, man. I love Ryuji, but when he's such a dick to Morgana, and I gotta go Team Morgana. I have an affinity towards cats, and I like Morgana in general. Morgana makes the party for me. I'll try to mix it up a little bit, but if I'm being honest, sir, Makoto will never leave the party once she joins. She just won't. I'll never not use Makoto. Oh, did he? Did he, Patrick? I didn't read his Sherlock. That's fucked up, man. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna talk to the cops. Well, you know, his tactic was just, I'm gonna get John here to feel sorry for me, and in another 2 minutes he's gonna let me go. And little did he know, a guy like John Dudinsky knew exactly the type of person Dustin was. He just played him so good. It's just a prank, bro. That's why I have so much respect for Dudinsky. His method was perfect. I mean, just right from the get-go. Go in there, shake his hand with one arm behind his back. You know? Really get him. Yeah, that's fucked up, Patrick. I mean, so let's just say I'm a fan of the Asian persuasion myself, and if we're talking accents, one of the first accents I ever fell for was Naomi Hunter's English accent in the first Metal Gear Solid game. I mean, that was pretty tight. Naomi could get it, but I like Japanese chicks. Yeah, exactly, Hero. And all the accents, you know, they're cool. You get the cool accents, and you know. And then there's perverts like me who just try to sexualize it, but good in you. Where's the good in you option? Come on, game. Go, you.
なんとかな。どうやら夢。
Don't yell at me, I'm sensitive.
くそ。
Yeah, exactly, Patrick. Exactly.
おい、出しやがれ。誰かいんだろ。
It's like, you know, somebody would ask, oh, you know, what are you interested in? You know, oh, I love Japanese culture, you know, I like things Japanese. And it's like, oh, what do you like about Japanese? Well, I think their women are really hot. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, it's all in good and you fun. But I'm just being honest. I mean, I honestly though, I think the only true racism, and you know, this is just opinion of course, but I think the only true racism is when you approach it from a harmful position, where you mean to go out and be harmful. Chinese, Chinese girl. You know, yeah, he was. You know, to be fair to Klein, he went for a black decoy. He's like, I don't care what color the kid is. I'll still stick my dick in her. Who? Okay, maybe I will make my character stupid. Huh? 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 Oh, that's another option, another Lornism that should have been in the game. Huh? Oh, don't be like that, Kamoshida. Ryuji's not that useless as a character. I saw the picture. I don't remember it. Oh, here's another one, Patrick. When Sai asks you, so are you the leader of the Phantom Thieves? And as Dustin, Joker's like, I don't think so. You don't think so? Yeah. Well, I appreciate your agreement, Hero. I mean, obviously it's all a matter of opinion, but you know, I think words only have power when you give them power. You know, it's one thing to say a word that, you know, might not be the politest thing to say when you're among a friend and you don't mean it in a hateful manner, and then, you know, to say such a thing in a hateful manner. I just think it's kind of stupid to limit one's vocabulary by saying, oh, you can't say this word or that word. It's just, yeah, I think it's kind of pathetic. You know, we're very sensitive creatures, human beings. So, but. KY, yeah, joke, exactly. One's for sex, one's for washing your hands. You were gonna wash your hands with KY. No, I was gonna wash your sister's pussy. Oh! My girlfriend always cracking drunken potatoes. Come on! Yeah, she never meant to do it though, Patrick. Yeah.
これは極めて理不尽なゲーム。勝機はほぼないに等しい。しかし、この声が届いているということは、まだ可能性は残っているはず。
どうした？見ているだけか。
That's what I do. You know, it actually would be funny if you could just do nothing in this part. Like, yeah, I don't think I will. Yeah, I guess actually you could. I wonder if you select the other option, but I don't know. Joker's not a pussy when I play him. There he is. I love Arsene. Arsene might be my favorite of all the starting Persona. I don't know. I'm a sick son of a bitch. That's pretty much what they say, Patrick. Whenever they confess to their crimes, they're like, take me, you know, arrest me, take me to jail, and execute me. Wow, this segment's so badass, man. Right, so Persona 3, right? You got shoots himself in the head. Persona 4, you know, grabs a fucking card, and this game just rips his fucking mask off of his face. Just not badass. Oh, yeah, there he is. And, you know, I guess we could say Arsene is kind of the Chris Hansen of the game. He's here to help John Pedersen punish the predators. Oh, okay, yeah, Euro. Yeah, I'm just washing my hands with the KY. I don't want to get sick. Oh, wait to be prowling around these parts, ain't it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? So yeah, like I said earlier, though, the way I like to play is I like to stick with Arsene. You know, instead of just swapping him out for another Persona. I'll swap him out for like the weaknesses every once in a while, but I like to stick with him. I like to level him up and give him skills via the skill cards. I don't like throwing them away. I don't like taking Arsene and just completely throwing him away. I don't know, I like Arsene. Hey Ryuji. Fuck you, dude. Lock the cell. Do it. Okay, I think what I'll do from now on is I'll voice all of Joker's lines in the Anthony Palumbo voice. Unless you guys have another Predator you'd rather me use. Bastards. We'll wait for that. I don't want to be on the news, you feel me? We are filming. I don't want to be on the news, dog. It's a little late for that, dog. Alright, I'm gonna totally leave Ryuji behind here. Bye bye. I'm a very lucky guy. Where's the dog? Christina, took up my cigarettes. Oh, would I be on that? Oh boy. You know what? That's what I love most about Palumbo is the Freudian slip at the end there. Right? Because I think anybody in that situation, they'd be like, they'd say something along the lines of, oh fuck, you know, or oh shit, you know. Palumbo, he just goes, he reverts to, oh boy. You know, I think that's a little telling there. Yeah, I might be reading too much into it. Oh, there he is! Another one of my favorites. Oh, he's so cute! Oh boy, the stuff. The kind that goes on your mouth, in your mouth. Favorite police interview, if I might ask. Oops. Pedersen-kun left the house. John Pedersen. Oh, oops. Backwards. Oops.
何やってんだ?
決まってるだろ。橋を下ろすんだよ。くせっ気のお前、金髪より飲み込みが早そうだ。ちょっと
Yeah, Ryuji's pretty stupid,
口
isn't
の
he?
ところだ。
こんなんわかるかよ。
素人め、さっさと行くぞ。
うわー、やべきた。
とんだ素人め、じっとしてろ。おいお前、戦えるんだろ。やるぞ。来い。
お前もそれ出んのかよ。
Oh, did the chat pause for you guys? Was it going through some buffering or anything? 'Cause it buffered on my end.
シャドウめ、迎撃態勢に入りやがったな。我が輩たちを殺すために本気を出してきたってことだぜ。支援してやるから死ぬ気で戦え。行くぞ。やっぱり素人だな。戦いってのはこういう。
Alright, cool, Patrick. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, actually, what I asked, and it must have buffered when I asked, alright, cool, Euro. Yeah, so what I asked, well, it must have buffered, was, if you guys have a favorite police interview. There you go, Morgana. My boy. I hate the fucking internet! It caused all the hurt! It's that fucking puta whore Emma's fault. Pincha puta whore! Yeah, Kenneth Franklin's great. I gotta go with Dustin now. Dustin's gotta be my favorite. I think Lauren's interview would have been a lot better if he'd had a cop like Dudinsky asking him questions. I mean, do it, you know. I think the problem, and I got nothing against his police interviewer, but I think with somebody like Lauren, you just have to throw him the pity party, and you can't rush him through it. You gotta really just, you know, throw him that pity party, because he's gonna cry for a while, and, you know, that's just my opinion. Oh, I love Lauren's crying. Yeah, Catherine, you're right, Patrick. I think he would have been more receptive to a woman giving him a shoulder to cry on, so to speak. You know. You know, I think about it. I think if Dudinsky took the same approach he took with Dustin, Lauren would have just seen through that shit and been like, I'd look at Tony. You know, I don't know. But then again, I don't think Dudinsky would have taken that approach with him, because I think he would have known that Lauren, you know. You see, the thing is, I think as a community we oversimplify Lauren, where it's easy to just say, oh, he's stupid, and he is, but he's not. Lauren has something about him. He can be quite fucking cunning when he wants to be. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you gonna take your clothes off too? I hope you don't wear jammies when you go to bed, Euro. Oh, it's real fucking intelligent. I mean, I don't know, agree or disagree, but I think Lauren's more ignorant than outright, like, retarded, you know? You know, he's a manipulator. That's the thing about Lauren. If he can do one thing very well, it's manipulate. The problem is that when you have the decoys, I mean, like, you know, in the community, somebody like Ember, she's just way too smart for him. You know, Ember and Ramona and Tiffany, they're just way too smart for him. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Patrick. Yeah, he's not book smart. He's stupid. He doesn't have a lot of knowledge. He's it's like he knows what he knows, and everything else he has no desire to learn anything out of his comfort zone. And in that way, I can kind of relate to a certain degree. I try to be less ignorant every day, but you know, if something just genuinely doesn't interest me, to be fair, I am ignorant. I mean, I'll admit, like, to the ways of the world, you know, with politics and everything that's happening. I just have no interest in it, so I kind of stay away from it. Thanks, Morgana. But you know, I didn't rape a child. I didn't try to rape a child, so I think I'm a little better than Lord. Maybe. Ooh, Morgana's crushing on our boy John. I think everybody likes John. John Patterson. Your love, it's like John Patterson. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, it's, you know, you have like, oh, this political party is bull, but this one's good, and it's like, no, they're all bull, you know. Probably. You know, I stick to my TCAP and my anime, and I'm picking up insurance because I'm working on that. So, but oh yeah, Patrick. Obviously, you know, it's easier when I can voice my opinions this way instead of over chat. But what would hang on a second, friends, something like that. What were your opinions on Final Fantasy VII the remake? Because, like I said, I loved it overall. You know, obviously it's not a complete game, so you know, and the fact that the whole story, it's only one part of the story, so you're left at the end, I think, feeling like a little like, oh man, I want more. But I loved it overall. I thought it was a great remake. When I saw Aerith, you know, for the first time in the remake, I fell in love with her all over again. So. Definitely. I'll be honest, and you gotta promise. Oh, the soundtrack was incredible. You gotta promise though, you won't rat me out to Aerith. But Jessie kind of gave her a run for her money a little bit. I really liked Jessie. I mean, she was awesome. Which I like Jessie in the original game anyway, because I'll always maintain that she was giving Cloud a hand job. She wasn't really wiping his face. She was giving him a hand job in the original game. Let's be honest. So Jessie was always cool, but Jessie in the remake, man. But yeah, the ending was, I was just like, oh yeah, remember that part in the original game where you fought Sephiroth? But yeah, I liked it too. I'm pretty excited to see where it goes. Yeah. Yeah, you had Charlie Sheen as Biggs. Young Charlie Sheen as Biggs. That was cool. Wedge was cool. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. Oh, rock and roll, Euro. I like Misty. I'm trying to think. I've always been a fan of Ash's mom, Delia. She would be my go-to. Because she was good, man. She was looking good. Yeah, no, Patrick, you're absolutely right. I saw him and I'm like, oh hey, it's Charlie Sheen. Awesome. He's got that tiger blood. That's why he survived. And but that said, as much as I love her, I hope Aerith dies. I know that sounds awful, but I just don't think Final Fantasy VII would be the same if Aerith was able to survive in the grand scheme of things. I just think her death is so powerful. It's I think what Cloud really needs to fully complete his transformation as a human being. You know. So I think if they do if they do something like where Aerith doesn't have to necessarily die, you know, you could replace her with sort of Tifa dying or somebody, but somebody important to Cloud really needs to die for it to have the same emotional impact. So I think that would be pretty cool, actually, where you only can save one of them or something like that, but I just think Aerith's death is just so important. And I'll be able to cry all over again. So. Yeah, Patrick, exactly. I mean, I remember reading something about the creator saying that the reason they killed her off in the first place was that they hated the idea that typically the lead male would die, you know, would be the hero, and he would die for the sake of the woman he loved. For once, they wanted to change it around and, you know, have the hero lose the woman he loved, and I thought that's pretty cool. Final Fantasy 2. Do you mean the actual Final Fantasy 2 or America's Final Fantasy 2? Are we talking Cecil and Kain? Because if we're talking Cecil, Kain, and Rydia, then yeah, that's my favorite Final Fantasy. Are they causing trouble for the school? Not really. For me, a total dick to everybody. Oh, or the quote, the Predator, that I was unaware of. I mean, it's sad, but that's cool. You can even look at that as a sort of way of getting over his own troubles. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have to play that one again, because I remember thinking it was cool. I was in a castle. I'm just being honest. Okay. Okay, to quote Richard Burnham, if you could just hold on one quick second, okay? Because I gotta use the loo. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're about to go.
おとなしそうだけど切れたら
Barry's about to go.
だって障害でしょ
Oh, okay. I mean, no problem, Euro. You do you, man. I'm happy you could be here with us.
席はねあ
I love you.
あそこね空いてるとこ悪いんだけど近くの人今日は教科書見せてあげて最悪
Oh. Parasite Eve is another one I gotta play because I played it as a kid because my uncle owned it. I never really got any far. I wasn't very good at it. Girl. But 8 was another one I liked. Because my uncle had both 7 and 8, and we went to visit. This was when we were living in Florida, and we came back to New York to visit my uncle at the time. And he had both those games, and he let us take it back with us. And I loved both Final Fantasy 7 and 8. 7 became my favorite game at the time. So. Oh, okay, Patrick. Yeah, that's weird when they do that. When games do that. When creators do that, it sucks too. Oh yeah, 8 had, if not the best opening, one of the best openings. 2-8 Final Fantasy game. And it had one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters too. Laguna. I love Laguna. I guess I could always bang the teacher too. Decisions. I don't know what I should do, Patrick. Maybe I should just bang all the girls. But, that seems like a Lauren thing to do. Oh wait. That sounds like what he would do. Although he would say, I'm devoted to you. I'm fucking devoted to you.
前歴のある生徒と暴力事件の張本人だ。これじゃいくら私が学園に貢献しても意味がないというものですよ。
そうおっしゃらずに、この学園は鴨志田君頼み。
I'm fucking devoted to you. Get that fucking cock-sucking doctor out of our fucking lives. I would die for you. Not many other people I would die for. You and Mom. It would always be her and Mom. It's hard time you met me anyway, Patrick. Hard time you met my mom too. Oh, so yeah, even like Haru here gets a little cameo. We get to see her a little earlier. Nice. We can't really talk to her though, but she's cute, man. I gotta say, like, it was like my first playthrough. Actually, my first playthrough, I went for the blonde fortune teller because she was cute too. But and then I fell for Makoto. But it's definitely between Makoto and Haru.
来たな。悪かったな、呼び出して。どうせ川上に言われてんだろう。俺に関わるなとかさ。
Yeah, she said you're trouble. I'm just being honest. Joker's very honest. Even if it's lacking tact, he'll just tell the truth. The floof makes an appearance. What is that word? Is that an Irish word? I mean, that's just my ignorance coming
一緒だ
through.
からってなんだって話だけどよ。
I have lack of
い
judgment.
や夢とはいえ鴨志田から助けてくれたよな。とりあえず礼言っとくわ。
Thanks, John.
けどあそこで見た鴨志田
You know, honestly,
お前は知らないだろうが。
the first time I saw that, the first time I saw her in general, she made me think of Selena Kyle in Batman Returns. You know, Michelle Pfeiffer. So I liked her from the get-go. I thought she was attractive, but because I love Batman Returns is one of my favorite movies. But thanks for clearing that up, Patrick. So I'm like, oh, she's got the Selena Kyle hair. Sweet.
ああ夢だ夢。夢に決まってら。
Although, to be fair, Joker and Akechi have the Batman-Catwoman relationship in this game anyway, so...
問題児同士気合いそうだぜ。俺、坂本龍二な。見かけたら声かけっから仕方すんなよ。じゃあな。
So, what do you think? Do you use Ryuji? I mean, obviously you have to, for a while, but do you use him in general? I mean, I do sometimes, but, you know. The last time I went through the game... yeah, okay. Because the last time I played the game, I didn't use him. I actually, the last dungeon I did, I used Akechi, the new girl, Kasumi, and I used Makoto, because I always use Makoto, so... And that's another reason you get more Akechi in this version of the game. It's so great. Yeah. Can't go wrong with Akechi. And then like I'll use I ended up using Morgana a lot because I love Morgana. But I think they all have merit. I think that's what I like about this game is they're all useful in their own way. You can just pretty much use your favorite characters. So. Now here's a real question for you though. Do you use Joker a lot? Cause I don't know. I don't use Joker all that much. You know. Our son doesn't have that many skills. He's not that great, you know. Joker's just not a character I like to use all that often. Or, I'm sorry, John Patterson. Oh yeah, we got that Phantom suit. Yeah, no, I was being sarcastic. I'm just fucking with you. Which, I mean, he's great anyway, and if you do the right thing, our son can be very good anyway. Our son's got a lot of speed too, which can be quite helpful. Always letting Joker go first. Oh, there's Lauren's nieces. Lauren's favorite characters coming up again. We gotta admit though, you know, they're just young ones, huh? Little cuties too. If nobody else will talk to them, I'll talk to them. I'm a good guy. Joker's a good guy. He has 2 nieces their age. That cocksucker better not be spoiling them. Oh, fuck off, game. Alright, fine. I want to be a dick to Igor. Yeah, Igor better not spoil Joker's nieces. Is this the way you spoil young women? What do you think ought to happen to you? Oh, here's a good one. Is Miss Vagina thinking about Mr. Penis? What is she thinking? What's up with that?
お前にとって有益なものにならば、そのものにも異世界ナビをくれてやる。すべてはお前がより優れた族に育つため。
時間だ。戻ってせいぜい休憩時間を楽しむがいい。
That said, since we're talking, I need to get counseling to get off the PlayStation. Ain't that the truth? That said, since Lauren gets to be Shido, I want to give I'll just call him Yaldi. You know, or let's just call him Igor. I want to give Igor to Jean-Pierre, Michael Wiltsey, Damian Wary. I think that's appropriate, since he's my other favorite Predator. I gotta do something I can't do. Oh my god. God. Yeah, I just kind of skipped through this. I love this game, but I have like no interest when you get the little scenes like with the random, you know, people talking. It's like, yeah, fuck off. Oh, this is new. So we got our new character here. What a dick! That's totally something Lauren would do. I could just see it, right? So the old woman, that would, I mean, not that Betty's that old, but so you know, that'd be like something like Betty's about to take a seat, right? Because we'll say Kasumi is Ember, right? So Ember's about to give Betty a seat, and Lauren just comes in. No, I need a seat more than she does. There's nothing wrong with her. She can stand on the train. There's nothing wrong with her. So how old did Kasumi say she was? I was told 18, dude. I'll try again. 16. Even that's a little too old though for Lauren. Oh, work on my hot file. I helped Bert save some time. I've been up all day. I'm very tired. I need to sit down. That bitch can stand on the fucking train. There's nothing wrong with her. I don't know. I'll go with this one. Wow, woohoo! I was right. I would have to say 18. That's another reason Makoto is best girl, because she's one of the few girls in this game that are 18, and so there's nothing wrong with me going for her. Woohoo! Well, then again, Joker's what, 17? So he doesn't have there's no legal issue with any of that anyway. And you know, it's Japan. That's what I'm saying, man. Lauren should have gotten into some of these Japanese games, man. He would have loved them. You know, give Lauren a Japanese eroge. He would have loved it. Yeah, just get that marriage contract. That's right. You would have married a 12-year-old girl if you had permission? Yeah, is there a problem with marrying a 13-year-old girl? Fucking... That was good. Our boy Kamoshida. I love how he comes in, right? Just walks right up to her like a predator, you know, or something. Hey, girl. He has some Lauren-like qualities himself, doesn't he? Like, hey, girl. How are you?
例の転校生気をつけた方がいいぞ。前歴のあるやつなんだからな。お前にもしものことがあったら。
Yeah, he's not that lurch energy. You know, he doesn't even have any lines anymore. He's just like, whoosh. That's wow. That's whoosh. Just the take of air. Waiting to ambush me. I never said that to Ryuji before. Usually I try to be very civil. I was thinking I gotta go to counseling to get out of the metaverse, but sure. To role-playing chat room, dude. Girl was role-playing. Christina, pick up my cigarettes. Oh, how y'all doing, NBC? Y'all want an interview? No, let's just go home. I'm tired, man. Well, Ryuji speaks like a decoy from Perverted Justice. She purposely misspells words. It was kind of obvious. Fucking Dan Allen. K. Cool. Yeah, you know, they might as well. They might as well give you K and Cool, because I mean that's all. That's about all anything amounts to anyway. It's not like you have any options. It's like, I mean, just for the story dialogue at least, it all amounts to Joker saying whatever the fuck Joker wants to say, and then the other characters either say yay or nay. See, I knew this was going to be a setup. Your wheelbarrow is in the way. Well, I would. I think it's pretty. It's very pretty. Oh my god. Look at, oh my god.
じゃあ俺やってやる。
鴨白囚人作戦変態
Mm.
白何を開始します。
そしたらどっちから言って。
No, I gotta say, like I think out of like the dialogue options. Yeah, I think out of the dialogue options, I like Yu's from Persona 4. He's just such a flirt. He's fun. I love Joker. I do love Joker. He's a great protagonist, but I have a soft spot for you. For you, Narukami. But Ryuji, let's just make a clear distinction. Yeah, right? Let's just make a distinction. Ryuji isn't going in any teeny bopper chat rooms. He's in an adult chat room. Yeah, Persona 4 was my first Persona 4, my first Persona 4 game. Yeah, Persona 4 was my first Persona game. So it's very special to me. You jelly. I mean, so it was Persona 4 that taught, actually playing all of them, it's funny because I realized I'm a priestess guy. I always go for the priestess girls. So Yukiko was my number one waifu in Persona 4. And then in this game you got Makoto. And then you've got Fuka in Persona 3. And I like Aegis as well though. Yeah, the Vita version, Golden, which is just so much better than the original. But yes, I am a man of culture, my friend. That's what I'm saying, though, Patrick. Like Lauren would have loved Persona 4. I mean, he would have been like, the minute Nanako comes on the screen, he'd just be giggling. Yeah, no, Rise's great. I like all the chicks in Persona 4. Honestly, there's only one girl in Persona 4 that I wouldn't go for. And it's not because I wouldn't go for her, but it's Naoto, because I just don't like the feeling of cucking kanji. I'm like, that's just not cool, man. You know? Gotta leave some girls for the rest of them. So. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, if she wants to be, but you know, yeah, I like to imagine that, you know, eventually her and Kanji hit it off, right? You know, Yu comes back and takes over the Amagi Inn. But yeah. And then I like, I always go for Shinjiro in the female Persona 3 route, because he's cool. Yeah, it's actually funny because it's kind of the same deal with this game. It's the reason I don't go for An. Because I know Morgana's this cat creature, but you know, he's still got his feelings for An, so I don't like to fuck with that. I never played that one. That's cool. I'd have to say my favorite animated movie is actually about an idol. I don't know if you've ever seen Perfect Blue. It's a fantastic film. About idol turned actress. So. Yeah, I gotta go. Aegis and Fuka myself. I just think Fuka is really adorable. Which is my type. I'm more into like cute than sexy. So. Supposed to be 13. Yeah, no, I definitely recommend it. It's a fantastic movie. It's like I said, I think it might be my favorite animated film. And, you know, there's a lot of anime out there, and so I can only say film. I don't want to like bring up the different anime series because there are a lot of anime series that I love. Check out Psychopath. Like, as far as anime series go, check out Psychopath. Oh, we got a new friend. Shout out to Sean Ranklin. Who's Sean Ranklin? Smeared off green apple. The love of a young man that looks like their mom. When boys are this cute, they usually look like their moms. Lord Armstrong. This is Lord Armstrong. I'd like to remain anonymous. Alright. And we got that badass new music for ambushes in this game, which you're going to be hearing a lot because I usually ambush the enemies. Oh yeah. Oh mother dear. No, I haven't, Green Apple. I don't know what Guilty Gear is. When do we get the guns, Morgana? Nice thing about the Royal version, Patrick, too, is that the guns, yeah, they restock at the end of every battle. So you don't have to worry about like running out of ammo in the dungeon. Which, and they're a lot more useful in this game. Guns are actually quite useful in this game. They make grinding a little easier. So like if you run out of MP, or I'm sorry, SP, you can always resort to your gun. So Marvel. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. That's funny. I think one of the few Marvel. I'm not huge into Marvel or DC. I'm not huge into like comic book movies and all that. I like the Raimi Spider-Man movies. I like the Tim Burton Batman films, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. The movies they did. So Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. Oh, they were sick sons of bitches. Yeah. Pizza time. Although I like the first one the best with Willem Dafoe. No, I'll take your word for it. Green Apple. I'm an RPG guy. Oh, that's sick, huh? Wow, that is pretty sick. Those are tall words, Green Apple. He's pretty sick. He'd look up the girl spots, you know, in class. Look up our skirts. Yeah, but I'm not. Although I like the Christian Bale Batman films as well. I like the Tim Burton ones. Batman Returns was one of the movies I owned on when I was a kid. I had like my own VHS player, and Batman Returns was one I owned, and I would watch over and over again. I was so in love with Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. So it's not a perfect film, but it's so dark, and I loved it as a kid. Arrest me, take me to jail, and execute me. You know, I do give him credit for that. Like, if we're gonna give any credit to certain predators, which obviously you shouldn't make a habit of, but I can at least give him some credit for you know, the confrontation and just him outright saying like, yeah, I'm fucking sick. You should just fucking kill me now. Yeah, I love the prequels. I watched them as a kid, which you understand because actually, as it turns out, you and I are in the same age group, Patrick. You're a year older than me, so I watched it a lot as a kid. I understand they are not in any means perfect films, so I can't really defend them too much. The one prequel I defend with a passion is Revenge of the Sith. I feel out of all the prequels, it's easily the one that stands up as a genuinely decent film and not just a meme. Empire Strikes Back is another one of those movies I watched over and over again as a kid. I loved it. I love Empire. So Empire, Revenge of the Sith for me, dog. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. It is. Hayden Christensen gives a better performance. You could tell he's growing. You know, obviously he was a new actor. He had to grow as an actor, and George Lucas isn't the best at giving direction to new actors. And let's face it, nobody in that movie came off looking good. You know. So it kind of sucks when people hate on Hayden Christensen because it's really not his fault, and you can tell he tries. And I think he did well in Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I think you should answer that, Patrick. What's up with that? You should be giving him videos. Send him a video of you. Send me a video of you. I send you a video of me all the time. When's not to mention my family? When's Ramona coming up? I'll say this right now, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm a huge Ramona fan. She's my favorite. I love all the catfishes, but Ramona is my personal favorite catfish. I loved her approach. So, if you don't care for Ramona, that's one thing, but no hate in Ramona in my streams, or I'll take your computer and just completely throw it away. Oh no, I'm not fucking ugly. Because some people like to hate on Ramona
やっぱり敵が多いな。
for some fucking
あ
reason.
れじゃかわすのも無理か。
But
じゃあどうする？
but
おい、簡単に言うな。まだ先はあるんだ。
fucking Paula.
残しておきたいだろ。
そうか。そうだよな。悪い。こんな時。
Oh yeah, this is when we get to finally use guns.
少しは手伝えんのによ。
I'm so happy though they realized when they were making this game that yeah, the guns kind of sucked in the original game. Let's make them useful.
銃か。
のおもちゃな。
Yeah, exactly, Patrick. I mean, I think all the decoys have their own skill set, right?
その手が。
Tiffany's there to just mentally abuse Lauren, right? Just destroy him emotionally. Mentally and emotionally, because she's so much more intelligent than him. Ramona's there to kind of act as
丈夫だ。きっとうまくいく。
the weak-willed woman in some of the later calls. I mean, because I know in the earlier calls, Ramona calls, she stands up for herself. But like in the later calls, she kind of took the approach where she acts like the battered housewife, and she's there to show off Lauren what he would be like in that situation.
銃ちゃんと
And
持ってる
then
な。
Ember is the wild card, the Joker, the Persona 5 Joker, if you will. She can just take any approach and make it work. So, I think they just all bring something to the table. It's so
ナイ
great.
フを使うより銃を連射した方が効果的な場合も多い。もちろん弾切れはあるが、温存して余らせるよりはいいからな。
My favorite was Kayla. Okay, classic. I can respect that.
よし、我が輩の武器も見せてやる。
Man, I forget though. Did she have a garage? Remember before when I said I didn't have a garage? You have one. Winnie with the final form, just insanity and stuff. So, yeah. Winnie's pretty great. Winnie's pretty great. Especially like when you consider, right, Winnie's whole approach is she's supposed to be a douchebag, you know? She's supposed to be she's really supposed to be the person that actually would be the type of girl who would date Lauren. And yet, Lauren manages to still be a bigger piece of shit. It's great. But, you know, Ember is just so intelligent, though, that, you know, she still plays Winnie with a degree of intelligence. Well, you have to yell to talk to... Yeah, it's like the TV shows. No, really? He's like, oh, really? I know, I sound stupid. No, you sound smart. What you sound like. You're my girl, you must be smart. Yeah, direct commands. That's the way to go. Apparently in the original Persona 3, there was no such thing as direct commands, so you were fucked. You just had to let them do their thing. I couldn't imagine. Ugh. They're kind of fighting with each other. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know about you, but my favorite character in the whole Holy Lornography would have to be Derek. That's also my favorite part of the chat log. When you got the Derek, Derek. Yeah, that Derek. And he just gets so jealous over this 13-year-old boy talking to his 13-year-old girlfriend. It's so great. I mean, I think, Patrick, when we reach 37, you know, or 36 technically. Yeah. Let's try to make it our goal that when we reach that age, when we reach 36, we won't get jealous over a 13-year-old boy. I think I can hold up my end. 37 today. And Chris just totally ignores it too. It's so Chris is so savage in that last thing. It's so great. It's like Chris Hansen. He was so burned out. He reached that final form, you know, the final Frieza form in that last Bowling Green thing, where he's just like, I'm going to just destroy these fucking predators. He eviscerates Lauren. It's so golden. Actually, I don't know if the enemies will come back. I want to grind a little bit, not because of the difficulty, but just because later on, in order to make a certain persona, you have to be a little higher leveled, and if you don't, you have to replace Arsene, which isn't a big deal, because you can just grab him from the, you know, from the memory, but, then he just starts at level 1 again, and I'd rather not have to go through that if I can afford it. Chris was on top form, Shane ended it. Yeah. You can blame Murphy for that. Alright, he didn't reappear. Never mind. Yeah, we can blame Murphy for that. Which Lauren likes to incorrectly state. The fucking sting before mine! That's, well, it wasn't the sting before yours. Jersey was the sting before yours. So, get your facts straight, Lauren. But, yeah, it sucks. They fucked up. They shouldn't have gone to that prosecutor's. Don't mess with Murphy. Honestly, they would have been fine if they didn't go to the prosecutor's house. That fucked it up. They fucked the whole thing up. Made us miss out on the, an interview too with I forgot his name. The dude whose best friend's mom was dying of cancer. I would have loved to see that interview. My best friend's mom is dying of cancer. I know that's not a valid excuse. I wasn't in my right mind. Stupid. I'm totally stupid. Yeah, that is great though. That's my favorite part of that whole thing though. Don't mess with Murphy. It's like he was like, don't fuck with the pedophiles. Alright. Yeah, I'll say this for Persona 5. Even though I think overall I like Persona 4 the best just because of, you know, even like you said, it was our first Persona game. It holds a special place in our heart. It's definitely the slowest Persona game, you know. Just in the opening, Persona 4 had a very slow start. I mean, this is slow enough as is, but even the first time I played this game, you know, to be fair, they throw you into the action, you know, within 2 days. Persona 4, they make you sit on it for a while. They're just like, fuck you, you gotta meet all the characters first. Which, I don't mind a slow burn personally. I prefer a little bit of a slow burn myself. As long as I'm interested in meeting the characters, I don't care. You can take all the time you want, but I could see people who might not like that playing Persona 4 being like, okay, when's the action start? Yeah. No, I agree, and that's funny because that's like the type of place I would live in, you know. I'd want to live in a place like Inaba. It's honestly my favorite setting for the Persona games. I love Inaba. I like living in Dojima's house. Dojima is my favorite character in Persona 4 too, so. Oh, oops. Okay. You know. I respected Dojima a lot. You know, he wasn't perfect. But he was a single father. He had his demons, and he fucking loved his daughter. And everything he did was for her sake. So. Oh yeah, absolutely, Patrick. I'll probably wrap it up soon too. Take care, man. Good night. It was great chatting with you, man. Love you, precious. In fact, I'm gonna do this last boss fight. This boss fight, and then I'm gonna fuck off. Oh right, I gotta talk to one more guy. Oh.
手を挙げやがって。臨時とはいえ少しの間陸上部の練習を見てやった恩を忘れたか。
あんなもん練習じゃねえ、体罰だ。単にてめえが陸上部が気に食わねえから
目障りなんだよ。実績を上げるのは俺様だけでいい。クビになったあの監督も救えないバカだ。正論言って立てつかなければエースの足を潰すだけにしてやったものを。
なんだと
Dick, man.
もう一本の足もやってやるか。どうせ学校が正当防衛にしてくれるしな。
くそ、また俺負けんのかよ。こんなクソのせいで走れなくなって、陸上部もなくなって。
そうだったのか。
こいつらを始末したら次は貴様だぞ。
おい龍神、
そうだよ、俺があいつに奪われたもん。もう帰ってこねえ大事なもん。
そこでおとなしく見てるがいい。クズをかばって居抜きにする救えないクズどもをな。
お前の方だよ。人を利用することしか考えてねえ。お前の方こそクズだ、カモシだ。
何する、黙らせろ。
にやけた面でこっち見てんじゃねえよ。随分と待たせたものよ。力がいるんだろ。ならば契約だ。どうせ消し合いの応援なら旗に掲げて人を止め。お前の中のもう一人のお前がそう望んでいる。我は何時だ。覚悟して背負え。これよりは反逆のドクロが貴様の旗だ。
貴様に何ができる。黙って眺めているがいい。
俺のペルソナ、こいつはいい。この力がありゃ借りが返せる。
Alright.
またしちまったな。行くぜ。
なめるなガキ。
Oops.
ぶっ放せよキャプテンキッド。
Alright. John Patterson.
鴨志田様の手を煩わす問題児が。
どうせ鴨志田の認知ってのは変わんねえんだろ。なら問題児らしく振る舞ってやるよ。行くぜ俺のキッド。手っ取り早い。ベルソナキャプテンキッド。
敵がダウンした。
ベルソナ
ルド、敵がダウンした。
ベルソナケクラペルソナいただいている。
ここでペルソナだ。
Hey! Hey, Joey, thank you! Yeah, Patrick was just on. I was just doing a mic test. Figured, why not? How you been, Joey? Can you hear me? Ah, good to hear.
なこと言ってる場合かよ。くそ、なんで高巻がいいんだ。てめえ、手離せ変態野郎。
Yeah, actually, I was just gonna wrap up too, but I want to ask you, because I was asking before, but I think you might have mentioned this. Aside from Lauren, who is your favorite Predator? I think it was JPW, right? Because that's mine too, actually.
リュウジ、冷静になれ。あの子はどうやら本物じゃない。奴隷たちと同じで認知上の存在なんだよ。
羨ましいか。まあ貴様らのような問題だらけの不良には女は寄ってこないだろうな。くそ、早く掃除しろ。
くそ、この数じゃ囲まれる前にずらかるぞ。
何もしねえで逃げんのかよ。
お前が冷静で助かるぜ。
わかった。てめえの化けの皮絶対ひっぺがしてやる。首洗って待ってろ。
ここの連中はいたぶり飽きてたところだ。いつでもかかってこい。命が惜しくないならな。
相手にするな。行くぞ。
つうかよ、これこっちで助かったって。本物の学校で結局鴨志田に。
バカのくせに鋭いな。安心しろ。現実の鴨志田はこっちのことは知り得ない。シャドウってのは抑圧された本性。人が日頃目を背けている人格だからな。
大丈夫ってことか。
処刑のこと、現実の鴨志田は覚えてたか。そういうことだ。
よっしゃ、それさえ分かりゃあとは。
待て、約束通り道案内してやったんだ。今度は我が輩に協力してもらうぞ。そのためにいろいろクソ丁寧に教えてやったんだからな。
協力？
言っただろ。我が輩はもともとここへ調査に来たってな。この身が受けた歪みを消し去って真の姿を取り戻す。そのためにははるかメメントスも。
待てよ、何勝手に話進めてん
Yeah,
だ。
it's like, thanks for the help, Morgana. Now fuck off.
え、まさかただで世話になろうってんじゃないよな。特にお前すでに我が輩のプランの一部なのにか。
Let me think about it.
抜け抜け
The
お前は人間じゃ
nerve.
ないから。猫っぽいからバカにしてんのか。
こっちは忙しいんだよ。世話になったな、猫。なかなかガッツのある猫だったぜ、お前。またどっかでな。
ちょ、ねえわ、マジねえわ。何いい話風にまとめてんだから。ねえわ、ねえわ、ねえわ
Oh, Morgana.
帰還しました。お疲れ様でした。
助かった。戻った。
白いことになんな。鴨志田が奴隷扱いしてる奴らの顔俺バッチリ覚えたから、そいつら片っ端から捕まえて体罰を吐かせりゃ鴨志田もおしまいだ。体罰の証人探しお前も手伝ってくれるだろ。そう来なくちゃな。お前さ、前歴あるからおとなしくしてよってんなら意味ねえと思うぜ。もう知れ渡ってんだよ。むちゃくちゃレッテル貼られちまってる。鴨志田がバラしやがったんだ。即バレなんて教師以外ありえねえだろ。野郎は気に食わねえと思ったら部でも生徒でも平気で潰しやがんだ。俺ん時みてえにな。俺の言うことなんか誰もまともに取り合ってくれねえけど、体罰の噂は本当かもしれねえ。それに実際鴨志田の歪んだ心っての見たらそれこそ放っておけないだろう。頼んだぜ、俺も気合い入れっからよ。
Oh wow, we're gonna do like 4 hours. Or 3 hours. Sorry.
見つかりたくないなら単独でやる方が効率的。そういう考え方だってできる。でも君は単独では行動しなかった。協力者がいた方が利点がある。君はそう判断した。違う？
No, no, you're not wrong.
我は汝、汝は我。汝、ここに新たなるちぎりを得たい。ちぎりはすなわち、囚われを破らんとする反逆の翼なり。我、戦車のペルソナの生誕に祝福の風を得たり、自由へと至るさらなる力とならん。
よし。あ、そういや昼から何も食ってねえんだった。ここで別れんのもなんだしよ。なんか食い行こうぜ。とりあえず来いよ。つくぶっちゃけお前の昔話とか聞きてえし。
Oh, nothing really.
はあ？んだよそれ。そいつクソすぎんだろ。なあ、悪い。ほんで地元からこっち来て居候か。やっぱ俺ら少年が似てんのかもな。こんなこと思えたやつ。
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not gay or anything, just saying.
居場所ないとこ？俺もよ、前に学校でやらかしちまってな。場所、四茶だっけか。地下鉄、この時間ラッシュだから時間ずらしてった方がいいぜ。んだよ、全然食ってねえじゃねえか。いいんだよ、協力の礼だ。つうわけで明日からもよろしく頼むぜ。鴨志田さえなんとかすりゃお互いちった居心地マシンなんだろ。あ、そうだ、連絡先教えてくれ。あとチャットの ID もな。見てやがれ鴨志田。明日から即始めっぞ。まず奴隷にされてた奴らに話を聞く。球技大会だったよな。鴨志田推薦のバレエ大会なんか胸くそ悪いけどよ。おかげで僕は授業ねえし、みんな浮かれてる。うろついても気づかれにくいはずだ。ま、詳しい話は明日にしようぜ。つか食 食えよ。生姜ならいっぱいあっからよ。ってよ、鴨志田をやっちまう方法だけど、あとそうだな。
Alright, Cyan Akechi. Ah,
う
Shiho.
まく眠れなくて目をつぶるといろいろ考えちゃうから。志保、全国大会もうすぐだから考えちゃうんだ。私なんかがスタメンなんて。大丈夫、自信持って。実力が認められてんだって。志保が誰よりも頑張ってるからじゃん。うん、私バレエしかできないから。それより怪我大丈夫？すごい腫れてたけど。うん、このくらい。大会前だし。
鈴井、悪い、話してて。その鴨志田先生が呼んでる。
何の用？
さ
あ、私大丈夫だって。きっとスタメンのミーティングとかじゃない？そうだよね。じゃあ私行かなきゃ。うん、頑張って。頑張れ、しよう。
帰ったか。要は真面目に学校行ったんだろうな。昨日の今日でさすがに懲りたか。まあ面倒を起こさなきゃ何でもいいがな。だから何してたか知らねえが、騒ぎでも起こしたら放り出すからな。くれぐれも言っとくぞ。お前自由の身だと思うなよ。聞いてんのかよ。妙なのとつるむんじゃねえぞ。分かったな。俺もう上がる。鍵かけとくからな。夜中に出歩いたりすんなよ。
Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you everybody who showed up. Wish me a happy birthday. I love you all my princes and princesses. Bye, sweethearts.